I'm Amber.
I'm Tony.
And we are tuned to the moon. Why did we not wear Christmas jumpers?
I know. Why
So
did we not think?
Well, most of mine have been worn like 2 or 3 times and are probably in the wash somewhere or on a floor because this time of year is just nuts. I have so many. I have 26 Christmas jumpers.
Shut up.
Some of them are years old though. Like really old, as in I did say this year I'm going to bin them because they are actually on their last legs.
Yeah.
But I've literally like collected them since I was a teenager.
No, I
Every
think
year.
I've probably got like 1, 2 maybe.
I have about 1 or 2 nice ones. The rest of them are horrendous. My little boy's Christmas wardrobe is just fab. So he's all decked out in the Christmas stuff. And yeah, I'm in like my 20-year-old Christmas jumper going, do you know what, Amber? Maybe you could let go of this one thing. So I think that's what I'll do.
You've just reminded me I'm going to need to go and do the Christmas jumper shop for day 3.
Fun.
Because I've not done that.
It's always good
Not done it.
when you're organised
Yeah.
and you can get them when they've got like the 25%. See, like Tesco do
Does that
25%
happen?
off. So they do it a few times a year, but I think it was November.
Yeah, I've missed it.
Yeah, missed it. But it's what it is. Worst case scenario, see when we were at school, nothing but tinsel round you.
Oh, I know.
See a wee bit of tinsel. Oh, the smell of tinsel.
And the hair as well.
Oh, and the hair. Do you have tinsel in your house?
I've still got it in the box. It's not on the tree because I don't really like it.
See, I've got this weird thing with tinsel. I love it, but again, I don't put it on my tree.
Yeah.
But I've got some like round in my little boy's room, like he's got some frames with animals, so like
yeah.
round them and stuff.
That would be
'cause
nice.
it
Maybe I could do that.
brings a wee bit of like 90s
The
nostalgia.
banister or something.
And also, I see loads of people this year for Christmas saying, oh, the theme is bring back 90s nostalgia. You know, I'm done with the beige. And I was like, my Christmas has never been beige.
No.
My Christmas has always been like 90s nostalgia.
Yeah.
We've even got a wee coloured tree upstairs, like the coloured
Yeah, like
lights.
pink, yeah.
But I just love it. It's just all about being bright and
Yeah.
colourful and
cheery, merry.
Yes. All the stress is absolutely worth it.
No, I'm literally the Grinch sitting over here. So
No, you're not.
could you see that sort of sarcasm there when I was talking about being
You
merry
are a
and cheery?
Halloween chick, but
Not Christmas.
no, Christmas is absolutely my, like, what I live
Favourite.
for. Yeah, absolutely. Just love it so much.
Yeah.
Can't get enough, but we're kind of all about which we're going to do a special New Year episode, actually, the
Yeah.
New Year, new beginnings,
Yeah.
and also talk a little bit about that. But we are obviously more about trying to keep you being mindful and self-aware and just basically tuned to the moon like both of us
Yeah.
throughout the festive period. And we actually thought a really nice little episode would be to dive a bit more into mediumship.
Yeah.
First of all, is there anything else spooky that's been going on in your life?
I don't think there has been anything this week. I did see something that I could maybe share with you, actually.
Right.
That I thought
Was
a
it
bit-
that car again, 111 half?
No, not this week. So, the Winchester Mystery House, located in San Jose, is that how you say that? San Jose, California, is one of the most famous and mysterious mansions in the United States. It was the home of Sarah Winchester, the widow of William Wirt Winchester, heir to the Winchester repeating arms fortune. Construction began in 1884 and continued non-stop for 38 years until Sarah's death in 1922. According to legend, after her husband and infant daughter died, Sarah consulted a spiritual medium who told her that the Winchester family was cursed by the spirits of those killed by the company's rifles. They sold rifles.
Oh my God.
To appease them, she was advised to build a house continuously and never stop construction to confuse the vengeful ghosts. This house is crazy. The result was a sprawling labyrinth mansion with 160 rooms, 47 fireplaces, 10,000 windows and staircases that lead to nowhere, doors that open into walls and hidden passages throughout. Many of these architectural oddities appear to serve no practical purpose, fueling the legend that Sarah designed them to confuse or trap restless spirits. After her death, workers halted construction immediately, leaving behind an eerie maze frozen in time. Over the years, countless visitors and staff have reported unexplained footsteps, disembodied voices,
Oh my God.
cold drafts, and even sightings of Sarah Winchester's ghost wandering the halls. Like, there's pictures of the inside of this house.
Show me the house.
It is crazy.
I feel like I have so many questions here.
I know.
Why are there still staff working there? Do people still live there?
So go that way.
Oh,
It's
that's cool.
an actual...
That looks like... Can you see this? It looks like something from Disneyland or something.
Yeah, it does look like Disney.
Yeah. That is really...
It's crazy. It's just like
But
windows on the floor and...
for one, like, how much money did she have? Because, like, you look at getting a garage converted, man, that's not cheap, right? So she can continue construction. 2, imagine being contracted for that job.
Yeah.
Then she dies, and you're like, that was meant to be a contract for life, just continually constructing it. 3, who's cleaning this gaff?
I know.
And I also want to know how many bathrooms.
I know there's nothing about bathrooms actually.
But also, that's an interesting
Ghosts
one,
on
right?
8p though, so...
So, see if she's saying that she was like, there was doors opening to nothing
Yeah.
to trap spirits. How does that work? Because I thought spirits were just an
Exactly.
energy.
That's why I was like, what is this?
Very, very strange.
Yeah, strange.
But also cool. I love stories like that.
Because if we're looking at like Casper and everything, they just fly through walls, do they not?
She must be minted.
Yeah, it's a big air.
Speaking of
Fortune.
Casper,
Oh,
I actually a few weeks ago I'd done it for the first time on TikTok, put up like me doing an hour of the show.
yeah.
So, like, just doing it again if I'm like recording bits, it's so weird because I can always hear like so clearly in my headphones, like the thumping and doors slamming. But I feel like in the videos you can't really hear it. It's probably because I'm talking all over them, going, "Can you hear that? I can hear that." But that's what I've started calling them, just all the Caspers.
Caspers.
Because I just think yous are friendly.
Yeah.
Genuinely, there are a lot of noises in that
Yeah.
building, and I would
I've
love
actually my
to
hairs
go
are
in.
standing up.
I'd love to go into the Clyde One building and do like a kind of
Wee ghosts hunt.
yeah. And I don't even know who would you get to do that. Would it be you? Or would it have to be somebody like paranormal expert or?
Yeah, well, I mean, we could do it, but I think having a paranormal
I would
team there would be...
I would love to do that to find out, because I feel like there are so many unexplained noises in my work at night. And I work the late shift. And on a Saturday morning when there's more people in,
Nothing.
nothing. And it's a night. But in saying that, at night time it happens, nothing bad's ever happened, or like
Yeah, it's
nothing's
just the
fallen.
noises.
So that's why I call them a bunch of Caspers,
Yeah.
because I'm like, okay, well, if there are
Friendly
spirits
ghosts.
here, they're obviously not out to harm.
Yeah.
But I'm very much like, I can hear you. Like, and sometimes just because the time of night I'm in, it might be midnight, 12:30, and I'll like look through into like the news booth or another studio, and I just think, imagine somebody pops up. I just keep thinking, what if somebody puts their face up to the
Somebody's
window?
sitting there.
Yeah, someone's just some like ghost news reporter from the past.
But then, so I think we have spoken about it before, but that kind of difference between spirit and ghosts, the more I've been looking into that, is that ghosts are just like that residual energy that's on repeat. So it's more of like an imprint rather than them being there, if that
Okay.
makes sense. So when you're saying it, it's like the same thing, like you hear over and over again.
Oh, it's the same noise.
So
But
it's
now I'm
that they're
thinking-
just stuck in that pattern.
Okay, so that's not necessarily their spirit.
No. So the spirit still goes.
Is a ghost alive then? Well, not alive.
No, so there's no consciousness
that's what I
there,
mean.
so that's the difference. So they wouldn't communicate with you or anything like that. It's just that they are like on a loop.
So what is it if you physically see somebody and say, you know, we had a story on one of the podcasts about someone in old Victorian clothing. If you see that, is that a spirit presenting themselves or a ghost?
I think it might be ghost.
Because they're not interacting, they're just moving through the motions.
So if they're interacting with you, that's spirit. If you're communicating with them, if you're getting something from them. But if it's just you're there and you see them or they're doing the same thing over and over again, it's whatever memory they had from being there.
Okay.
It's like they're then reliving that memory over and over again.
You don't tend to see spirits, but they might show themselves to you how their loved one would recognise them, kind of thing, or describe. But you could see
the ghosts.
I
think so.
Also, if they're doing this repetitive thing, why are they always at work and not doing something pure fun?
It must be where they're either where they died or where they've been so connected to.
Because now I'm actually thinking the Radio Clyde studios are like where the old Singer factory was for all the sewing machines. So it could be ghosts of people who used to work in the factory.
Yeah, factory workers.
It is so interesting because I can hear the noise now, although it sounds like the double doors banging in work, but they don't really bang because it's fob entry. But anyway, I can hear it all the time, and I'm just like, it's every night.
Yeah, but then that's like that video we had one week, wasn't it? Like, can hear it in the video, but then they couldn't hear anything in the actual room when it was happening. Remember, in the house. So I wonder if it's your like clairaudience, you're just hearing it a lot.
Yeah, because
more intense.
Any other presenter who's in at that time of night, like the weekend and things, say they don't hear it. Although Callum, when he's in doing his like hits party shows at the weekend, he was like, "Oh, I could hear something, but it's just Jim, I think, who's the security guard. I think it's just Jim, like walking around the building." And I'm like, but I can always, if it's Jim, I hear beep, I hear the fob going, I hear the door open, and then beep, the next set of doors. It's like all the doors are controlled entry. So like
Not
where
just
I am, there are like 3 fob doors to get to the studio. So like it's, and I can hear them, they're loud. You can hear them if like, whether the mic's up or not, you hear them really clear. And then 9 times out of 10, if I hear a door open, I think it's him, I look out to the window and he passes in a wave. Or it could be like a producer or a newsreader, whoever's in, and you see them, but like this is open and shutting, but obviously he's like shutting it down. He's like, no, it's definitely Jim. I'm like, okay, but I know it's not Jim. That's not him. It's the Caspers. But we're good. It's happened for years now. Never bothered me. And I'm absolutely fine with him being there as long as you continue not to bother me. There we go. So, mediumship then.
Mediumship.
You touched on there the difference between the ghost and spirit. So, for a start, is a psychic always a medium and vice versa?
No.
Oh, because I'll call you like a psychic medium.
Yeah, so they can be, but not all psychics will be mediums.
Explain.
All mediums will be psychic because they're using their psychic abilities and senses to connect with spirit. But not all psychics will connect with spirit. So psychics are reading energy, they're reading sometimes past, present, future. Mediums are communicating. They're a bridge between here and the other side. So that's the difference.
Okay.
So do I believe all psychics can be mediums if they want to be? If they try and make it happen? Yes. Because why would they not be able to? We're not any more special than them. The energy's there. Spirits are there. If they believe in it, they can connect with them. But some obviously just choose to stay on that like guidance side rather than bringing loved ones through. So the mediums are the ones that will talk to or see or communicate with.
And then that brings in the whole fortune teller's totally different, isn't it? That's like seeing into the future.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Is that, again, reading energy, or is that totally different?
I don't know enough about it, to be fair.
Is that just because you've never practiced it?
I've never wanted to.
Yeah,
because
fair.
I think everyone has free will. And when you are reading someone's fortune, you're essentially telling them what is going to happen, yet they could choose a completely different path. Does that make sense? So if you went and got your fortune told, I don't know, when you were 19, and they told you that by the time you were 24, you were going to be married and have a baby and blah, 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 you're expecting that to happen because, let's face it, people believe everything that we say. But then what happens if an opportunity comes your way that takes you to another part of the world and you're not going to be settling down, it's career focused and you don't want a baby at that age, and are you then going to be do I not take that opportunity because they told me that I'm going to be here and settled and having a baby by the time I was 24 and I'm 24 next year. So if I go right now, I'm going to miss out on that opportunity. But do you know what I mean? I feel like...
Yeah, like people will live their life by it or waiting for this to happen. They said I was going to meet this man, woman, whatever.
And I also feel like there will always be different paths available to people. So what that one fortune teller is seeing could be based on what's happening with you right now. But then in 6 months' time, you could have went down a completely different path, so your future's different.
I keep getting these ads, right?
Yeah.
It's so weird, and you're going to be like that. I don't know, these are just AI, right? These are AI just fucks with me. But these ads keep coming up and it's like, we know your soulmate and we know who you will marry. And it's not my partner's name, it's another person. The same name. And it's like August 2027, you're going to marry this person. And I know it's AI, but I'm like, how are you targeting me?
Yeah.
How are all these ads the same name and the same initials and the same date? I'm like, what's going on there? Is that literally just AI?
It's probably just AI.
Because people are obviously clicking on it and then commenting whether they're real or bots and being like, oh my God, this happened. But that's another kind of, say you're really looking for that and being like, I want to settle down and have kids. Yeah. That is probably something, and like the humorous side, something that people will click on. And I think you need to pay.
Yeah.
Obviously. And they'll get that reading sent through to their email. And then be like, okay, so in 2 years, I'll have met this person and I'll be pregnant and whatever. And if you don't, it's just kind of setting up for a failure. And I think a lot of people might think that about going for a reading as well in general, but it's not always like that because you can choose. I know you don't offer them standalone, you do guidance, and what you do is really lovely because you've got guidance, you've got healing sessions. It's not just, you don't just take people for readings.
No.
Did you find a lot of that decision was made off of people being negative or trying to get you to prove things?
Yes.
Yeah. 100%. I'm not surprised.
100%. Not everyone. Most people who come for a mediumship reading have high expectations, of course. They want to know who is there. So they want their granny's name, they want how she died, they want when and she get married. Proof. They want the silly proof as well. So you just gave your kid a pancake with Nutella this morning for breakfast, something that no one else would know. And I've said it before, biggest prover over here. So you've had the readings from me yourself. Like, I would say I go above and beyond to try and prove and make it believable that they are in fact there and giving me this information, and that is draining.
Oh, I can imagine. It's the energy you're using.
Is it ever going to be enough? I mean, it is for some people. People are there crying and
that's a
totally relate and have a great experience, but there are always going to be the skeptics that are just there to try and prove you wrong and tell you that you're shite.
Do they bother you enough for you not to do it, or do you just feel like more people are kind of on your level and coming for guidance? Because with guidance sessions with you, like, spirit does come through often.
I think it's just evolved for me. Obviously, I started with the readings. I done it non-stop for a couple of years. It consumed me. I done floor shows.
Floor shows is another one.
Whole other thing. But it's evolved now. Like, people need healing. People are coming for these readings to get comfort.
Yeah, I'd say that's number one, isn't it? To get comfort, to help with their grief, or
to get that connection, to still believe that they're there. But what they really need to work on is that grief inside of them, which is where the healing comes in.
Yeah.
You
That's
need
so
to
true.
let go. Everything with me now is emotion. You need to be feeling the emotions that are inside of you. So if you're holding anger because you don't want that male spirit that I'm trying to bring through, there's been a toxic relationship and you don't want him coming into this reading, I want to fix that anger within you and deal with that anger within you so that you don't care about this person anymore. And you're not holding anything against this person in spirit. Do you get me?
Yeah, and have you ever had anybody who's come for a reading and then said to you, can you try and connect with
Oh, they want a
XYZ?
certain person. That's the biggest thing. Like, I could be giving you 6 people in spirit and nailing it, like every single thing.
But it's not who you want.
But it's not the person that they wanted. And a lot of the time, the thing that was really messed up is it's not always for you. So the amount of readings I've been for, and it's been for Ryan, because Ryan's not going to go. He's had one in his
remember
life.
once as well, I came to a reading with you and you gave me a message for somebody that I knew.
Yeah.
Very short sentence. And I just took a wee picture of it and I said, by the way, been a while since I spoke to you, but, you know, I said your name, went for a reading and this came through, and she was like, I'm actually shivering, like, I can't believe that.
Really?
Like, that's, I needed to see this, that's for me.
Yeah.
And it's just, you had said, you know, somebody by this name, and first person I thought of, yeah, okay, cool. And I was like, I'm just going to send it, no harm, because it was playing in my mind.
Yeah. You knew
and
you
they were
had
like,
to.
wow, yeah, so... But I'm very open to that. Like, I'm not coming to connect with one particular person. I understand, though, if you've
grief
lost...
that's driving it.
It's grief that's driving it, yeah. That's
grief
hard.
that's
That's
driving
really difficult. And it must be really hard being the one responsible for those connections.
It is. And I think when that especially, like, you will then leave disappointed because you've not got what you were expecting. But there should not be an expectation. Do you know what I mean? In the first place, when you're going for something like that, because it's whatever is going to come through. It might not even be loved ones sometimes. It could be spirit guides. It could be angels.
And that's what a lot of people maybe are not that understanding of.
Like, it's not a phone that we pick up and be like, right, okay, let's phone your mum.
Totally.
If we could, that would be great.
That would be.
And again, this is where a lot of mediums will do things differently. I went through a point, because there were so many people that wanted to connect with a specific person, that I would say, well, bring something that belonged to them, or bring something that they gave to you that's got their kind of energy on it. And I'd sit and hold that, and it's me setting that intention as the word's gone out of my head now, what that's actually called. You're reading the object, essentially, but I wouldn't be doing it for that. I'd be doing it and setting the intention of, we're trying to connect with the person who this belonged to, rather than reading the actual object, if that makes sense. It's annoying me that the word's out of my head, it'll come back to me. But again, I just felt like you're pushing to then make it happen for them, and that's then a desperation within me trying to make that happen, which isn't a good energy. It's a lower vibrational energy, so it's going to stop them from even connecting in as much, because I'm on a lower then vibration.
Yeah, and see, when you're saying that about the silly proof, almost as you're calling it, it's true, because so you are passing on messages. And we touched on this in another episode when I was saying that I've heard from a lot of people going to see someone for a reading, and they'll say, give them nothing, sit back, they'll know. If they're psychic, they'll know. If they can connect, they'll know. So give them nothing, yes or no answers, nod or shake your head. Does that make people inevitably harder to read?
It can, but a lot of mediums want it to be that way. So there are a lot of mediums out there who will say, only tell me yes and no.
Right.
Do not ask, like, the medium shouldn't be asking questions. Is kind of the old way of doing it. For me, that's because they want to prove.
It's like an ego thing then.
What more is that?
Right.
Like, I'll show you. Yeah. Whereas if I can sit and give you what's coming through, and then ask a question based on what's coming through, and you can confirm that or like expand on it, tell me more, I'm going to get more from the spirit.
Yeah, that's
it's
what
an
I was
open
thinking.
conversation.
Because you're also going to strengthen your ability and your self-belief.
Yeah.
Because if you're then saying, you know, is this, I don't know, did somebody live at number 65? Nah. And you're like, I've seen this all the time. And then if you then, I keep coming back to that number, but if you then say, what about the 6th of May or 6.5, people might go, oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's a guessing game.
Right, okay, so that's what that could be, and you just have to have that to and fro. And I've even had that before when I've seen you, and you have like either written it down or got me to write it down and say, come back to that, because I feel like
if I've wrote something or if I'm getting something, it's there.
Yeah, there's that
it's
message
just that you
there.
don't understand it.
Yeah.
We've got to stand by that.
I always
it would
remember
not
a
be
message coming through, and it was something to do with the lakes. And I was always like, I don't know. I'm not really sure, but it's written down, and it's something I've never gone back to thinking, like, what could that be? And it was the only thing in the whole reading. Everything else, I was like, boom, boom, boom. And I thought, I wonder what that actually is. But again, it was a family member that wasn't directly connected to me. So it could be for
someone
one
else.
of their children or something. I've just never passed on.
No.
Like this came through.
And it's not your job to either if... Aye.
Yeah.
Again, it's that, I think we spoke about it in one of the other episodes, it's when... So the medium is like the light.
Mm.
Yeah, the light, that's the torch that's shining. And if they know who are around you, remember they are everywhere all at once. They're just energy. So if they're trying to get a message to say your best friend's sister, and they know that you're going for a reading to a medium that day, they see that light, they are at it. If that's a way to then pass a message to you, to pass to her, they will do it.
They'll do it.
Because she's not going to go for a reading.
Yeah.
She's skeptic. She's not interested. We need to tell her this. We need to get this to her.
Yeah.
Or we need to get that belief in her or that comfort, like whatever it is, to her. How do we get it there? Everything is orchestrated. Everything on a bigger scale.
So then how does that work when it comes to the floor shows? Because I know they're different. There's a lot of energy in the room. There are a lot of people wanting to connect to loved ones.
Yeah.
Again, and I know you don't do them anymore, but the floor shows I came to of yours, they were really amazing. Like you connected with so many people's loved ones in spirit, and it didn't, even for me, it didn't matter that I was not getting a reading for me, because I was just like, this is so cool. Yeah. But why do you not do them anymore? And also, how do spirits connect when there are that many people in the room? Is it just first come, first serve?
They're all fighting.
The strongest one.
To get in, basically. The strongest ones that are going to push through, because it's all vibration, remember?
Yeah.
So whoever can get through. And I think on nights like that, I just believe whoever's meant to get the messages,
there was a message I'm still convinced was from my mum, and she was like, I'm not putting my hand up, and somebody else took it for them, and it could have been for them, but I was like, I swear that was for you, but she didn't.
There's so many. I couldn't even count the amount of times where 2 or more people in that room could take the same message.
Yeah.
In fact, it was a kind of thing, I think, with me for a while, that it was always like a battle between 2 people to who could take it. And I'm like, no, just both of you take it.
I
Like,
remember that.
It's not
one
a competition.
I remember at one of the...
Like, you can both take it. It can be the same name. And that, again, that's how they're orchestrating this, that they will have the same people in the room. If that message can hit 3 people at once, they will get the 3 people to go to that show. It's not us. We're divinely guided everywhere and everything that we do. So spirit, the light, whatever you believe is there, is orchestrating everything. It's a bigger plan. We're just the pieces getting put together. So floor shows, a lot of the same people will be in the room that can take the same messages. And that's why it's, I can take that. Oh, me too, me too, me too. And then it's like, right, hand down. That's not for me. No, I can't take that bit. And it's the proving to get down to that last hurdle where it's... I only stopped because it's just a lot. like sitting one-to-one with somebody, especially now with the stuff I do and the amount that I feel that emotion in people, that's heavy enough. Never
Totally.
mind having 50 to 100 people in a room filled with grief,
That's heavy.
filled with desperation, filled with expectation.
And you're the one with that on your shoulders.
Yep.
Bad back.
And no wonder I'm like Quasimodo with my hunch over here. Them all trying to get through as well.
Yeah.
Like, so it's energy coming from there, right in front, all that heaviness sitting in a room. That's all that's sitting there, really.
That's a lot.
That's why a lot of mediums will try and make it more lighthearted, and it feels like they're quite comics, I suppose. They're like comedians at the same time, because they're trying to raise the vibration, because we can't have that low energy for spirit to come through. So we have to have people laughing and talking, and for them to meet us at that frequency that they need to
do
be
you
at.
always have to say like, oh, this is for entertainment purposes, like
Yeah.
if you're selling tickets and stuff, which I always think is really quite a slap in the face to what you do, because
Yeah,
you
100%.
connect. And I saw somebody actually had to put this in her TikTok. Oh God, this was weeks ago now that I saw this. It was actually maybe just, I think it was just after we did the pendulum episode
Oh, yeah.
that caused all the TikTok
Yeah.
drama. And it was would it be a medium or a psychic? I'm not sure. But she was using, like the rods.
Yeah.
But it was something about the royal family that I won't even get into.
Oh, I've seen this.
The story was
seen
that was really
this.
quite brutal and
Yeah.
harsh, the kind of claims that these rods were making.
Yeah.
How, like, I don't know, I couldn't fully understand, like, how, because she had to say this is for entertainment purposes, but how would she get away with putting that out there? She just so obviously believes it so much.
Freedom of speech, isn't it?
I guess it is freedom of speech. No, you're right.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because you're obviously so aware of what other people might think. But
Yeah.
she's just like, nah, this is what's going on.
Yeah. Some people believe that they are here to rock the boat. Like that'll be part of her soul mission, life journey.
Oh, because I was watching it like, holy shit, these rods are saying that. I believe this.
She will believe that she's here to
I was down a rabbit
completely
hole
change all,
till about 3 a.m.
like, do you know what I mean? To dig shit up and make people believe. And that's why
Also-
I'm very funny about even putting a lot of stuff online.
Yeah, do you
because-
still do the little messages for people with the names?
No.
That was really good.
I know.
So many people could take that. So
I
Tony
know.
used to just put out a name like Heather and then be like flower, yellow, the number 2, blah, blah, blah. And then loads of people could take it.
Yeah. Like it's just, it's what people need. For me, that's why I do the little nudges. It's just little things that are subtle that people will be able to take, that might bring them that wee bit of comfort that day, or that, right, I'm feeling okay because I've just seen that. It's not in depth, it's not, but then I'll get abuse from however many psychics and mediums that, oh, that's generic, that's this, that's that. Well, that is what I'm doing. It's general to help people. I'm not here to prove that Sandra's granny's here and
Yep.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're here to help and not prove. That
That was also
important.
something like that I found. People go for readings and they know how their loved ones passed. They know what date they passed. They've probably been told this off about 6 other mediums as well. Yeah. Why do they keep going back?
Why do
are
they
they
need to-
trying different ones? What is the intention behind it?
So you think a lot of people might go with an answer that they know they want, but they almost want to blame someone else for giving them it. Like, as in, I need to leave this job, but my granny needs to tell me. And then, I went to a psychic, she told me to
She
leave the
told
job.
me.
So
confirmation,
Aye,
validation.
that's interesting.
Reassurance. Because if you're just going,
You
for
asked me that recently. Why are you wanting to go for a reading? Why? And I'm like, just want to see what's going on. And no, you know what's going on, Amber. Why do you
Yeah.
actually want a reading?
I mean, things have obviously changed for me. I've done it for the few years there where it was work and it was constant. But I now believe we should be helping people tap into this themselves. We should not be, we should be helping people make their own decisions, tapping into their own intuition and their own knowing, rather than seeking that external guidance or validation. Do you know what I mean? I think my morals have just changed quite a bit towards it all. Not that I think there's anything wrong with anyone that's doing readings or anything.
Yours all comes from healing, and you've done so much work. I think as well, working with a lot of young people who you're healing so many traumas and generational trauma and all the past life stuff that you do. You know, it's a lot of it's not just connecting with somebody's loved one and telling them how they passed, because like you can see past that and say, you know, there's so much more to this than that confirmation.
Like, you need the healing, that's why you're here. They're fine. They're just love.
They're just in this state of love, I know.
They're in a great place. It's you that needs something, and that's why they're having to come to give you what you need.
That's a harsh reality check, isn't it, for a lot of people?
Yeah. So go deal with your stuff.
What about psychics who claim that they can solve cases of like missing
I actually
children?
believe this.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's coming out now. CIA's got loads of psychic people doing work for them. Remote viewing. That'll need to be a whole other episode.
Oh my God, I didn't know this. This will need to be after New Year then.
Yeah, I've been down a wee rabbit hole with this the past few weeks.
Oh, right, we need to talk about this because I love watching like almost like theories but from psychics on TikTok, but I did not know that.
Yeah, so big organisations, the police, CIA, FBI, all that, they use people because it works.
And has there been proof then? Yeah.
But most of it's classified because, of course, they don't want anybody.
What do you mean?
Know.
Does that mean like they don't disclose?
They won't tell you. It's all being declassified now and coming out years later. This has been going on. The remote viewing thing within the CIA has been going on for years. Like, I don't know if it was the 70s or the 80s or something.
So why can they not then solve all cases?
Because they're not solving it. They're just helping them.
Okay, it's almost like what you're saying, like there's just
the puzzle
little
together
pieces. Yeah, you can't have that expectation on you.
No.
Yeah, it's a whole. It's.
And then again, there'll be ones that say, "Oh, I can do that." Like, I couldn't go and do that.
Yeah.
But there'll be a lot that say they can just to try.
So do you think psychics or mediums have their kind of niche? Like, I don't know, would you say rescue mediumship is your niche? Because I think you're very good at that.
Yeah.
You know, if people pass suddenly or if there's a spirit that can't quite get over into the next
I'd say it was
realm. Is that how you'd even say it? If you can't
Yeah.
get over into spirit properly, you can help them.
I think that will change depending on your evolution and what you're healing and growing. Like the now, I just see it as I'm here to help souls heal, whether that's souls that are no longer here and need it from that side, or whether that's
Just all
human
souls.
beings that need that support.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's where I am right now, rather than focusing just on spirit. Obviously, I help a lot of people here who are alive.
Yeah.
Get through this life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think many will have their, like, some are trance mediums, some are rescue mediums, some are psychic mediums, spiritual mediums. They all call themselves different things, fortune tellers. But they can probably all do a lot more if they push themselves out of that.
And
bracket.
see, just touching on the fortune telling thing, just wondering, can you sometimes, or do you sometimes get a glimpse or an image of a future situation, but are you never sure of it, or do you just choose not to pass that information, or do you just not want to go down that route?
So with other people?
Yeah, when you're reading other people.
Yeah, you do see things, but again, it will all depend on what they choose to do after it. So I can say things like, oh, have you been thinking about a new job? Because there's that possibility that this is going to, feels like there's a change coming, this career, but they've got to.
So you'll often hear people saying this, like, I went for a psychic reading years ago and all of this has came true apart for this one thing.
Yeah.
And like, well, they're not determining your life. They're just reading at the present moment.
And if most of it has come true, then that speaks volumes.
Exactly. It's so interesting. Should we do a wee card pull?
Yes,
Are we going to do a book or a card pull? It's the final one of the year.
Will we do the book?
Yeah, let's do it. Punt your book.
Punt the
You
book.
can buy Love and Light or
Wisdom and
Wonder by Tony Sheriff on Amazon.
On Amazon.
Tony with an I, Sheriff with 2 R's and 2
2
F's.
F's, yeah. Okay, so random. Like waves you flow up and down, high and low. It's time now to let your true emotions show. So based on what we have just been talking about, and we've got the little masquerade mask there, because that is what a lot of you are doing right now. This mask on that has to come off. So we've spoke about it today, that grief that's inside of you, that heaviness, whatever the emotion is, there's a lot of anger in there for some people. You cannot hide this for much longer. And that is going to bubble up to the surface if it's not already. I feel like some people are at boiling point right now and about to erupt. You need to feel what's inside of you. We were talking about the moon in last week's episode, the week before, I can't remember, a couple of weeks ago. We are made of water. We are affected by all of this. Emotion is just that inside of you. It's energy that needs to come out. So some of you need to just go and have a good cry. Some of you need to go and have a good rant. But you cannot carry on like this any longer. I actually feel quite emotional even talking about
You're
this.
taking on the collective emotion.
Yeah. It's just feels really, really heavy. And I don't know how you are managing to carry it. So in whatever way you can, gently release that emotion. Safest, least harmful way to anyone. Just let yourself feel. I think it's just admitting to yourself that things maybe aren't the way that you're perceiving them to be. Just feel your emotions.
I think as well it's a really nice one to end the year on, especially going into a new year, a crazy time of year, Christmas, New Year, and it's
heavy.
It maybe puts it in a perspective as well if it's worth it, because everyone goes absolutely crazy with money and time and their energy as well. The energy they're giving out to other people, and oh my God, I only see you once a year, but I need to get a date in December. And I know that's such a small surface level thing, but the pressure you put on yourself, and then all of this on top of it, whether it's work, relationships, money,
there's
friendships,
overwhelm.
So much overwhelm. And this time of year it all bubbles to the surface. That's a really nice one to end on. And last week's with the snake shedding skin, and
it's just all about releasing. Like this year, we need to release. We need to let go.
Love that. Well, Merry Christmas. And
I know.
We'll be back in the new year.
The new year.
We should have got a moon Christmas tree and put on Christmas jumpers. We'll remember for next Christmas.
We're a bit overwhelmed.
We're a bit
We need to feel
oh my God, we are overwhelmed. We absolutely are. You're probably taking on my emotion as well. Like, calm down.
No.
Looking forward to the New Year episode.
Me too. It'll be really good. So tune in.
I think it'll be nice for you as well. It'll be out on New Year's Day, which is a lovely little reset and just a nice day when you're sitting in your jammies or whatever you're doing, feeling like, how am I going to, get on top of all my New Year's resolutions? It's fine. We're going to chat to you about
all
it.
things New Year.
We're here for you. And as always, you can get in touch. Tune to the Moon Pod on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes.
And we'll see you in the new year.
See you then.
Merry Christmas.